Kamusta mga kaibigan? Welcome to Josh Friends, where faith meets friendship and inspiration is always within reach. Ako po si Father Migs Ramirez, and as we step into another year together, I'm so glad you're here with us. For those just joining us, think of this as your spiritual tambayan, a place where we gather to share stories of faith through the amazing collection from jescom exclusives, Stories of Faith. Whether you're a long-time listener or this is your first time here, tuloy po kayo. Part na kayo ng barkada namin. Each episode, we invite friends of the Jesuits to share something special from the jescom exclusives library. Readings from our books, song lyrics turned into poetry, and words that might be exactly what your heart needs to hear today. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into another episode of heartwarming stories and uplifting messages. Are you ready? Let's go!
I've learned to say buongiorno perfectly, but there are still days when the only word that feels right is Nanay. Hi, my name is Sister Susay Valdez, and I'm a religious of the Cenacle Sister mission to the Generalate community in Rome. And before you picture something very grand, my mornings usually begin with a warm cup of milk with black tea, writing a to-do list, and praying for the grace to do the mission of the day, which includes speaking several languages. I've been here since 2022, and I continue to adjust, to learn, to adapt. Living in an international and intercultural religious community for me means not just navigating a new city. It includes my steering through different personalities, different ways of expressing care, different assumptions about what normal looks like. Someone's directedness can feel inappropriate. Sometimes a loud tone of voice can be annoying or overwhelming. And sometimes I wonder if the problem is them or if it's simply that we don't share the same reference points yet. And in the middle of all that, I continue to live my mission. Aside from my work in the General Council, I sometimes do spiritual accompaniment. And on Sunday evenings, I join the Santo Rosario Risorgimento Filipino Catholic community here in Rome. OFWs, caregivers, students, families. They came here for better opportunities, for love, or because they didn't have much of a choice. On Sundays, they gather to hear Mass in a language that feels like home. And I understand them, not only pastorally, but also personally, because that longing for the familiar, hindi yun weakness. Yun ay pagiging tao. Every Wednesday evening, I join a group of sisters and volunteers, and we go out to the streets of Rome and distribute warm meals to people living outside, sa kalye. Walang stage, walang audience, just food, presence, and the steady act of showing up. What those Wednesday nights have taught me is this: the most meaningful ministry is often not the one you planned. It is the one you just do, quietly, regularly, without needing it to look like anything, like my mission in Rome. Prepare for council meetings, cook, clean, do the laundry, quietly, regularly, faithfully, and without fanfare. Ngayong Mayo, we're in the month of Mary, and this May 13, we mark the feast of Our Lady of Fatima, the anniversary of the day she appeared to 3 shepherd children in Portugal in 1917. Lucia, Jacinta, Francisco. Bata pa sila. And what she asked was almost disarmingly simple. Pray the rosary. Trust. Stay close. Kasi ganyan din si Maria. She didn't have a clear roadmap when the angel arrived. She was a young woman facing a lot of unknowns. And her yes wasn't a declaration of certainty. It was a decision to trust in the middle of not fully understanding. That stays with me. Because on most days in mission, I don't fully understand either. Pero patuloy lang. Ika nga ni Teilhard de Chardin, magtiwala sa marahan na gawain ng Diyos. Oh, and before we go any further, binati mo na ba ang iyong ina nitong linggo? Mother's Day was just Sunday, and here we are on a Monday, talking about Mary. Kung hindi mo pa nasasabi, okay lang. Tawagan mo na mamaya. Seryoso. There's a song that has been with me this season, Mariang Ina Ko, written and composed by Father Manoling Francisco, S.J. Stay with the words for a moment. Sa aking paglalakbay, sa bundok ng buhay, sa ligaya't lumbay, maging talang gabay. In my journey through the mountains of life, in joy and in sorrow, be my guiding star. That's the prayer of someone in the middle of a climb, not at the summit, not at the start, but in the middle, where most of us actually live. Sabihin sa kanya aking dusa at saya, ibulong sa kanya, minamahal ko siya. Tell him my sorrow and my joy, whisper to him, I love him. Mary, as the one who carries your words to her son, not because you can't go directly, but because sometimes you need someone who already holds the relationship from both ends, someone who knows you and knows him. For me, that is what Marian devotion has always felt like. Hindi detour, kasama sa daan. Mariang Ina Ko is on Spotify, Apple Music, and all major streaming platforms. And if you're part of a choir, a worship team, or a faith community that sings together, the song sheet is available through jescom exclusives at jescom.ph/Josh. Because there's a real difference between streaming a song alone and learning it together. One is beautiful, and the other becomes prayer in motion. May is an invitation not to perform devotion, but to practice trust. The same trust Mary lived when she said yes without a complete script. If you're looking for something to read this season, books that actually move you forward, check out jescom exclusives at jescom.ph/Josh. Mariang Ina Ko, ako ri anak mo, kay Kristong kuya ko, akayin mo ako. Lead me to Him. That's the whole prayer. And most days,
Maraming salamat po
that
mga
is enough.
kaibigan. I hope the words we shared resonated with you and gave you something beautiful to carry into your week. Remember, the full book, song, or resource we featured today, along with so many other inspiring materials, can be found at Jescom Exclusives Stories of Faith. And before we go, I want to remind you, in this journey of faith, hindi ka nag-iisa. We are all in this together, growing and discovering God's love in every conversation, every story, and every moment. Ito po si Father Migs Ramirez, and until we meet again, paalam at ingat mga kaibigan.